Let's do this. I'm so excited. It's a holiday. We got some flowers. We got a card. Yeah. Do a lot of listening to holiday music. Comes to South Carolina trip. Give me all of it. Give me all of it.
Am I going to open this on the air? Am I gonna wait
Welcome
till-
to All
Oh,
Gold
hi.
Everything, a podcast for people who are handling their business. It's the holidays. We're handling our business. We are checking shit off our list, getting things done. How are you?
Done.
As
of like 11:30 a.m. today, I shipped my last gift off to the lovely sunny LA. But it's real fucked up because it's because it arrived to me late, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say, I have to say, my mom and my aunt are sisters.
Uh-huh.
They're close sisters. They celebrate together. Uh-huh. My aunt's gift is going to arrive on time, and my mom's is not. Oh. What the fuck?
Are they the same gift?
Well, they're related. I'm not going to say. But the thing is it may arrive on time, so it's real touch and go.
Yeah.
By the end of day, December 24th, my mom may receive her gift.
Yep.
Bottom line is, I'm done. What I'm trying to say is, I'm done, and the UPS is fucking with my family dynamic.
Checked up all the boxes.
Yeah.
You've done your part. You just put it all in the mail. It's going to get there when it gets there.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything. I've even wrapped pretty much most of my gifts.
Yes,
I know.
queen.
I know. It's because I was so busy. I actually was efficient, which is so unusual.
I love it. I love it. Well, tonight you're wearing one of our favorite prints. This is the ladies from One Imaginary Girl. We work with her really regularly. Sarah's amazing. Her Instagram handle is at We Are One Imaginary Girl. Sandals. Sandy, I call you Sandals sometimes.
Sandals singular.
I haven't done that in a long time. You're just slaying it tonight. This episode, I'm telling you guys, this episode is going to be lit. Sandy and I haven't seen each other in almost a week and a half. We've got shit to say, pent up energy, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff going on.
I have to untie my pussy bow.
I know, the bow looks so great. She's just an expert when it comes to that neckline. It's incredible. So
it is.
Anyway, we wore a different colored version of that print for our photo shoot, and it was gorgeous. The black ladies.
I don't mean to offend people, but I offended somebody when I called this the white ladies. So there are ladies
of all colors,
of all races and ethnicities. It's really inclusive.
Yeah,
but this has a white background. So
that's why it's the white ladies.
And we wore the one with the black background.
That's right.
In our photo shoot, and that was the black ladies. Like. Mm-hmm. Don't trip, boo.
Don't trip. Don't trip.
People be tripping.
So even though, Sandy's wearing One Imaginary Girl tonight, we are still working and partnering with Adorn, which we're so excited about. All of our listeners are getting a 10% discount with Adorn through the holiday season. They're doing free shipping. All you do is go to their website, www.shopadorn.com, and enter the promo code AllGoldPod for 10% off.
Just like that. It's so easy.
It's ridiculous. 10% off mother denim, citizen denim, 7 for humanity, 10% off of these ridiculous silk scarves that are so gorgeous, 10% off jewelry.
You have to go to Lake Oswego for those.
You do. The product is a little different depending on what store you're at. But anyway, you can get hooked up big time. And with the free shipping piece, you're set to go. You're just set.
Yeah, I'm free shipping and 10% off.
Yeah, we're stoked to be working with them still. So that is
thanks,
pretty
Adorn.
good. Yeah, one of the reasons we haven't seen each other for a minute is that Sandy was in South Carolina, where you sustained a mysterious scrape.
I did.
What is this? Can you show them? If you're only listening to us now, you need to go to YouTube and you need to look at the video and you need to go to the 2-minute and 35-second mark. So that you can see this injury that Sandy sustained. A mystery injury. Tell me about it.
I just woke up with it. Just fucking woke up with it. And so
do you think it was like some supernatural shit, or do you think I
think it had to be supernatural.
That's what I was thinking.
It had to be. I don't remember having
it's a Christmas poltergeist.
I know. Oh my God. I don't remember the nightmare where I got eaten by the robot snail. I don't remember it, but I know it must have happened.
Yeah.
And the thing about it was I woke up with it and it was huge and bloody and gross. And I picked a fight with my husband because I was really mad that he wasn't concerned. Wouldn't you be concerned? I'm concerned.
It's a big injury to just not remember getting. I absolutely. My concern would be not only that your husband was not
concerned with the injury itself, but that he wasn't more concerned about the Christmas poltergeist that was obviously staying wherever you guys were staying.
I know.
So, I mean, that's just the thing you guys are going to have to work out.
I don't think we're gonna make it. I think we're fucked. Is what I'm trying to say.
I believe in you guys. I believe you can power through. I do believe you're going to make it, but that's a
Thank
bump
you.
for sure.
It's huge.
Well, you were just saying that you checked off all your boxes for holiday gifting.
It's going on my review on the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Trust.
Oh yeah.
And believe.
Yeah. You might just go off the rails on that and be like, this Airbnb has a Christmas poltergeist.
Definitely does. Yeah, boxes checked, done with Christmas.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I have to tell you, the wheels came off from, the reason I'm bringing it up is like the wheels completely came off for me for Christmas this year all of a sudden. It happened. So what happened was I had told Jeff and I had agreed. It wasn't that I told him. We had agreed we're going to do a low-key Christmas, which is like really a stretch in using the words low-key.
Right.
Because we went to Mexico in November and we're getting a puppy on the 26th of December. So it's like, it's hardly low-key.
You're already over the top.
We're way over the top, but we agreed we're not doing anything else. And so I was like, okay, that's great. But I went to Denver last week to visit my brother and sister-in-law and my nieces who I'm obsessed with. So all of our listeners that listen regularly know, like, I am completely obsessed with these little nieces of mine. They're adorable.
As you should be.
As they should be. The eldest niece, Isla, as I was leaving, she gave me a big hug. She told me that, and she's only 3, and she was like, I need to kiss you on your lips because they're beautiful. Which was like, yeah, girl, they are. And I was just like, hell yeah. Isla tapped into something because I don't know what's going on the last 6 weeks, but I am fucking feeling myself.
Yay!
Like, I'm like, whatever. I don't really care about diets. I'm like getting the workouts in. I'm definitely on the vegan-ish spectrum right now. Like, we went out to sushi last week and I'm like, well, I'm like 90% vegan these days and doing whatever I want during the holiday season. I had some like cookies that a coworker made the other day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, don't even care. Not even worried about it."
Wait, what do you mean a coworker?
Oh, I met up with my girlfriends from. I'm still not working. Don't.
Wait, hold on.
But I'm crediting that.
I listen, Heidi. I am here.
You know me.
Yeah.
I'm crediting this like feeling myself vibe with just like how good I feel right now.
Yeah.
Like how little stress is in my life, like how much I'm not like tripping about going to work. And like, the thing that was really challenging about the position I was in, I'm really digressing now, but the thing that was challenging about the position I left is that I just felt like every day I had to like I had to show up. Then I had to like claw my way through the day, arguing at every turn of the day.
Ugh.
And it's like, oh my God, to be relieved of that, I feel so...
Can't live like that.
I feel so amazing. So anyway, I'm feeling fly. I'm feeling myself. My niece was feeling me because she was telling me that I looked beautiful, which was amazing. So
cute. I love it.
So adorable. She's like super verbal. She's amazing. So part of the reason that the wheels came off for me is because I got these I did get extravagant gifts for my nieces because I'm obsessed with them. And I had already gotten those gifts actually a couple months ago. And then right before I went to Denver, I was like running around downtown and I'm like, oh, and I went into Wild Fang and I got them like some baby wild feminist stuff. And then I like went into another place and got them some more stuff that was marked down, some clothes stuff that had been marked down at Splendid, which is adorable, soft, squish, just great stuff. And then I started to look at their gifts and the extravagance of their gifts in comparison to what I was planning on giving my brother.
Who cares?
I was planning on giving him ASIP, which is a scent skincare company. I thought they were Portland based.
Pretty extravagant. BTW. I'll never forget. Okay, rewind to a story of nostalgia when it probably wasn't that long ago, a year, probably 2 years ago. We're shopping and Heidi and Jeff are dating, and she's like, "Oh, we have to stop at Aesop. I have to get Jeff's blah blah blah." I'm like, "What? What? Oh hell no! You're not spending that much money on that man."
I was like, "But yeah, I am."
Yeah, I'm like, okay. Yet again, with friendships, we let them do what they want.
So I was gonna get.
So
these,
I'm saying that's extravagant.
It's extravagant. It is, except that the gift itself was these drops that go in your toilet that make your whole bathroom smell good.
Oh, that's cute.
They're called post poo drops, and you're right. They are. It was like it's kind of expensive thing.
It's a pretty extravagant toilet bowl deodorizer. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
this is extravagant. Okay, keep it moving. What else did you get them, man?
So then I like arrived in Denver, and I'm like, oh my God, this is not enough. Like I just like started to spin out about it. So then I instead of just like making a choice to buy something else, I like confessed to him. I'm like, well, I got you this gift, but it's not anything that's really that great because it's not really, you know, it's like, and I actually didn't, I decided at the last minute, I took it out of my bag. I decided not to bring it because I was like so tripped out about like whether or not it was good enough.
But then he has no gift.
I know. So then I was like, so now I don't have anything for you, but like he had provided he does this every year. He provides an entire list on Amazon, like a wish list of what he wants, which I always ignore.
Oh, this is getting real deep now.
It is. It's getting a little bit deep, which I always ignore because I just want to be able to like know him well enough to find something cool for him. So anyway,
He really wants really expensive poop drops. That's what he really wants.
he did. They were
I got you, Fred. I got you.
They were not on the list. And the thing I ended up getting him was also not on the list. I ended up getting him an Instapot.
Oh, that's a good gift.
I agree. It is a good gift. And I don't know if it's extravagant.
Well, it is extravagant as well. It probably costs more than the poop drops.
It did cost more than, I mean, if we're like just going dollar for dollar, then yes. But anyway, so I ended up getting him an Instapot because I feel like they're a young family. They have kids.
Does
they
he
like
cook?
time is he does all the cooking.
Okay.
Not all the cooking, but he does a large amount of the cooking for their family. So
He'll have fun with that.
anyway, so
It's
he's
a
got
gadget and he cooks. That's a good gift.
There we go. Yes. So anyway, so then all of a sudden I was like, well, I'm starting to spend money, so I'll pick up
And
this.
it's extravagant.
It is. I think it is.
it
So
is.
it ended up being a pretty good gift. But in the meantime, while I was like having this 72-hour period of like trying to decide if I could send him a box of dicks or if I could, what I could give him, I saw this ad for this subscription box, which I don't know if you've seen this, but it is a subscription box for hunting a serial killer.
Oh yeah, I've heard about it on.
I've seen it on
Up
Facebook.
and Vanished podcast advertises it.
Okay. Do you know anyone that has done it?
No.
Okay,
Who has that kind of time?
I don't
Come
know.
on, man.
So basically what happens is every month or something, you receive a box in the mail that has like more clues about your serial killer. I just feel like this could get out of control very fast for me. Like all of a sudden you could walk into my house and it would be like covered in pictures of people and like
And,
red
like,
lines,
yes,
you know,
the
things.
tax and the red lines for sure.
Yes, so
Because you don't have a job.
because I don't have a job.
I'll be like, Heidi, are we podcasting tonight? You're like, not tonight, Sandy.
Gotta find the killer. I'm like, my
Not
book
until
will
the-
never be
Not
finished.
until the killer is found.
Until the killer is found. Well, the other thing that is holiday related that's on my list of things we need to talk about is that Jeff introduced me to a podcast this week called The Pausecast, which is a bunch of baseball nerds sitting around talking about like baseball stuff. They're adorable baseball nerds, but it's not like quite my thing. But the reason he shared this particular episode with me, one, was that they shill for Robinhood, which is like an investment app. Mm-hmm. They're so bad at it. They're so bad at it. Even they were like, people should pay us to not advertise them.
Oh, I want to hear this. This would actually be fun.
I know, so it's pretty funny. So I feel like if you want to hear, if you think our shill is a little like, you know, I
you're
mean,
like a professional.
our shill, compared to them, I'm like, oh shit, like, yeah, give me an Oscar for that. I don't even need an Oscar because I believe in it.
sometimes wonder if you like took a class in college on shilling. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I did work in sales for a long time,
Yeah.
so there is that.
And it wasn't like a 100 level class. It was like a 300 graduate level shill class.
Show class. That's right. So anyway, they shill this app Robinhood and they are so bad at it. They admittedly are like, people should pay us not to shill their stuff. So I'm just going to say, listen, Robinhood, I'm going to tag you in this episode. If you like what you see, we have 11 YouTube subscribers, but we have a lot more audio
We
listeners.
have a lot more audio listeners.
And our base is always growing. So we could talk.
And we're really going to be rich one day.
It's happening. We've got Mark on board. Mark, you could put up the shot of the card that we sent you. This would be a good time. We got Mark a card for Christmas. Oh, it's over there somewhere. And the other thing, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, look at that. There's a little card. And there's Mark. Anyway, the other thing that was funny about these guys is that they had Nick Offerman on this particular episode, which he's from Parks and Rec. He's very funny. And they did a Christmas draft where they because it's baseball nerdy. So it's about like fantasy football or fantasy baseball drafting. And you just like all go around and everyone picks like the first Christmas character that they want on their team.
Like, I would pick Santa Claus first if I could pick first.
You know, I thought so too, but Nick Offerman selected first. And do you know what he selected?
Rudolph?
He selected the Vince Grimaldi trio, who plays all of the music for Charlie Brown Christmas. Do 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 do.
That's
so
okay.
So that was everyone.
That is like so beyond nerdy that it kind of pisses me off.
Everyone was merciless with
Like,
their.
I just went from like really open-minded to like, fuck these guys.
I know.
Like in not even a second.
It was totally nuts. So, and then another pick was somebody else picked somebody that I didn't even know, Heat Miser from some movie I'd never seen. And then the next guy picked Buddy the Elf, which I felt like that was a solid selection. That's a great movie. That's a great character.
He doesn't seem like he's really good at baseball though.
No, he was a retired baseball person. I think all the people that were on. Oh, but it's not for them to play baseball. It's for them to win Christmas.
Oh,
sorry. That's an incredibly important piece of the puzzle.
I thought they were going to be like playing baseball.
No, it's like to win Christmas.
Okay.
So anyway,
I hate this.
I know. This is so dumb. So then Buddy the Elf got selected, and then have you seen Home Alone? Have you ever seen Home Alone?
Is Christmas like a contest? Like,
It might. And these guys decided Christmas was a contest.
okay, I've seen Home Alone.
Okay, you know how there's the really old guy in Home Alone that saves Kevin's life after the two wet bandits are like decide they like make the shift from like just burglarizing the house to deciding they want to murder the kid that lives there, right? And then the old guy comes up and like whacks them with a shovel when they're gonna just as they're about to. Anyway, somebody picked the old guy, which was one of the worst picks on the planet, and then somebody else picked. Die Hard, Yippee-Ki-Yay. Bruce Willis's character. And then the last pick was the Grinch.
I feel like I'm aging really quickly now.
Yeah, this is bad. Okay, so we can move on to the next thing.
I just lost so much life.
It's okay. Anyway, it was an interesting concept. It is definitely not as interesting. One thing that is way more interesting than that is that your hair is giving me life today, and I forgot to mention it when I was talking about your blouse. Could you turn to the side so that people who are watching can see what you have done to your hair? Because it is fucking dialed. Love it. Obsessed with it. Okay, so the other thing that we're obsessed with is Shipadick.
Thank you. That was nice.
Your hair and Shipadick.
Yes, hair.
And Shipadick. So all of our listeners...
I tried to make 3 little penises. Do they look like penises or do they look like balls?
I mean, they kind of look like balls. They're kind of more balls inspired than penis inspired, but you know.
3 balls.
There you go. So we also have a promotion going with Shipadick right now. All of our listeners can get 15% off all Shipadick products for when you go and use the promo code AllGoldPod. Yes, use it.
Yes.
So here's the thing about Shipadick. Their product, it is inspired.
I agree.
I've been in there once. Here's what happened for me. A friend of mine, we talked last week about committing to sending some Shipadick, and I was like, I'm going to send 2. And then I set it aside for a minute. I didn't like go home and immediately do it. Then a girlfriend of mine who I had talked to about it sent some, and that person received theirs and sent a video to her of them receiving it. And it gave me life. I was like, oh my God, I absolutely have to do this.
It was great.
It was a great video. So then I was like, once I started shipping dicks, I couldn't stop.
How many dicks did you ship?
I sent 3 boxes of dicks to two of my girlfriends in Denver. I just almost called them old girlfriends, which would imply that they are older, but they're not. I mean, I've known them for a long time.
New ones, and they're more important now.
I sent 2 boxes to my girlfriends in Denver. Now, one of them immediately texted me and said, I have a question to ask you. And I was like, I know what question you're going to ask me. Yes, I did send you that box of dicks. And then the other gal never got in touch with me, so I don't know if she knows that it's me. But I mean, I did have to ask her for her address. I didn't have it on hand, so I feel like she knew something was coming from me.
Right.
So she probably put 2 and 2 together. And then my girlfriend one of our longtime listeners, Catherine in Louisiana, received her box of dicks, and she immediately regifted them to someone else who has an obsession with talking about dicks all the time. So she was able to put hers to good use.
Excellent.
Then I started to get creative because I was like, there's more to this Ship-a-Dick than just boxes of dicks. There is a boner pin. There's a dick pin.
I saw that.
That has a little boner on it.
I did.
So I did send that.
It's cute. It's a cute enamel pin.
Super cute.
Like, I would wear it.
I know.
And I wouldn't feel weird.
I know. It was amazing. So I sent that to my girlfriend Sonia, who gave us a shout out on Instagram about it. And then I also...
How did I miss that?
She tagged me, not the show. And then I also sent a pride dick, which was like a dick with a giant rainbow coming out of the backside of it. And then a boner pin to my girlfriend Ashley. Now, one of the things is that Ashley still works at the city, and I sent this to her city address. And this is the packaging for Ship-a-Dick.
Edge.
It does say, it has this giant orange sticker on it that says fondle with care, which I love. Now, part of the reason I know what their packaging is like is that they sent us some stuff. Are you ready to see what Ship-a-Dick sent us?
Yeah, I've been dying to see.
Okay. All right. First of all, we got a fondle with care, something, hopefully an enamel pin. I don't know. That seems like,
way.
I don't know. Ooh, Sandy. What's in there? Oh, yay!
It's the pride penis.
It's the pride peen. That's
like
so
it.
amazing. Can you lift it up so that it can get on video on the camera? There you go.
Oh,
Look
the
at
camera's
that.
right there. Wait, hold on.
That looks so good.
I think it looks like somebody spilled coffee on
Oh, yes. It's from Portland, so
Somebody
that's great.
spilled
I love
coffee.
that. I'm obsessed with that. And it's got some girth. Like, it's quite thick, right? It's cardboard. It's... So that's amazing. I love that. The next thing that we have in here in this Shipadick Ackerman is OMG. Oh, this is for me. A giant pink Shipadick sweatshirt, which you know I will be rocking.
That's wonderful.
That is wonderful. Oh, and look, here's one for you.
No way.
Yes.
This is like far too generous.
This is like we've arrived.
This is arriving. Oh wait, thank you, Shipadick.
Thank you, Shipadick. Okay,
and it's pink. Can we?
It's pink. I mean, do you want to? We could maybe change into them for pictures afterwards. I don't know what this is. This is in another language. I have to toss this to you. I don't know what that is.
This is a wind-up jumping jolly pecker.
That's amazing.
The illustration of the penis on this one is going to give us a special rating.
You need to see that. Yeah,
that's pretty. Shit just got real, guys.
Here's another piece of clothing. Here you go.
This is stupid.
This is amazing. This is like we're at a Blazers game all of a sudden.
This is so dumb.
It says Dick City.
This is too fucking good.
This is too much. Mark, do you want this? You want this one?
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay, so then there's another wind up in here. What else? There's some stickers. Okay, that's great. Ooh, this looks fancy. This is on like a gold.
That's that's a fancy sticker.
I don't know. What is that?
That's your enamel.
Oh my God.
Dick.
If only.
It better be a earring.
I didn't even know that this was on there. I completely forgot that this is on their website. This is a Dick best friends necklace. This I do need to put on like right this minute.
And this is so,
you guys, this is too much.
And this is so appropriate for like our listener question.
I know. We might need to just name this episode Shipadick. I just can't even with this.
Yeah.
Then there's another one. Oh my God, there's two of them. So we could do, I was thinking obviously we'd each wear a half of the one necklace.
How it's supposed to work.
So we'll give the other one to maybe a lucky listener.
No, apparently like I'm just old friend and you have some new friend.
I like the idea of us doing a giveaway of the Shipadick necklace to a listener who loves us.
That's a beautiful idea.
And then there's a pen.
But they have to have a friend.
They do. You're going to need a friend. There's matches. There's koozies. Does anyone use koozies ever? These are insane. These are so cute.
I feel like I'm at a fucking pride parade. What is happening right now?
Oh my God. And also here's it's also full of actual dicks.
Yes.
That was amazing. Thank you so much for indulging me. Look at those. They're so cute.
Why do I love these cute little dicks?
They're so cute.
They're super cute.
They're adorable.
They're totally non-offensive.
They're not. They're not even offensive. Not even a little
they're
bit,
super non-offensive. So what I'm saying is if you think like, oh, I can't ship dicks to people, right?
Yeah,
because it's like
you're worried about sending them
pornographic or something. Like there is nothing not adorable about these little penises.
They're super cute.
Holy shit.
These people are living the dream. I just love this. Okay, I do need to read the letter that comes with it because it's just too cute. And then we can move on to the next thing. But it just says, congratulations. You may be wondering what to do with this fine dick-related item you're probably fondling right now. May we suggest holding it close to your ample bosom and nurturing it like a feral kitten. Whatever you do, feel proud that you're finally the top cock of the neighborhood. Puff out that plumage and take some selfies as you play with your dick. Tag those digital masterpieces with hashtag Shipadick, and we'll make you internet famous on our website. Think of it as an audition tape for your inevitable descent into the wholesome world of webcam modeling. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, this one is a little bit less cute. This one feels like
a bachelorette party.
Well, it feels like a really unattractive sex toy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
But it's cute, and it I wish I could show the camera. It runs across the table.
Oh my God. It's amazing.
Super cute.
It's amazing. I love it. Thank you, Shipadick. You have outdone yourselves. This is ridiculous.
Thank you, Shipadick. This is too good.
This is too good. Okay, so the next thing that
Do we have to podcast?
I know now we have to go back to podcasting.
I want to go play with all
yes, Mark's gonna can you
We need to name it.
I love it. That will be our mascot. One of my favorite things is isn't it adorable? It's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Watch it hop.
So one of the things I was oh my God, it's too much. It's too much.
The best thing in the box.
It's the best thing in the box. It is the best thing in the
box.
box. I don't know. I'm stoked on this pink sweatshirt, I have to say. And I'm really stoked on the half a dick necklace.
This is all so good.
It's so ridiculous. Okay. We need to talk about trolling.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. But before we talk about trolling, we need to talk about the fact that a report came out this week that said that Kylie Jenner Kardashian, I don't know what her name is actually. Kylie Jenner Kardashian, whatever.
I think she's just Kylie Jenner.
I thought so too. Okay, Kylie Jenner. I second guessed myself at the last second and changed my mind. Kylie Jenner has more money than Jay-Z and Diddy.
It's just unfortunate.
I mean, yes and no. On the one hand, I'm super jealous. I wish I could create lip kits and become like a billionaire.
You can.
I know. I'm trying
You
to.
can and you should. God damn it. Get on that.
I'm working the best.
There will be no Hunt a Killer for you. No.
The Hunt a Killer subscription box is absolutely going to get in the way of
No, because you need to get a lip kit.
I need to get a lip kit. Unfortunately, I'm working on a book, which I don't think is going to sell like hotcakes in the same way that lip kits do.
Oh, I think it will, though.
Can we also talk about how whoever the PR person is that came up with this concept of lip kits instead of just like a palette? Like,
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
It's just a palette. It's like a palette of 6 colors. And they're
Right.
just like in there, like little rectangles.
But that's not what people are buying. They're buying Kylie Jenner.
Yes.
And
that it's a lip kit.
right, like because Rihanna, she came out with this
It's
Fenty
true.
makeup
It's amazing.
company,
It is
and
amazing.
the makeup's
I like it.
fine, but it's makeup,
Right.
not unlike MAC, not unlike others, but it has Rihanna's name on it, so it's selling like stupid.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was just thinking, like, on the one hand, I'm insanely jealous. On the other hand, like, good for her. I mean, if my mom was Kris Jenner and I was a Kardashian.
Well, yeah. I mean,
and.
right. It's kind of like just cash in, make that money. You have that exposure.
Do it.
People love you.
There it is.
It's kind of like the downfall of our planet, but whatever.
Whatever. But
I'm over it.
Kylie is related to Kim, and Kim is the subject of a trolling story. We talked about trolling a little bit last
Yeah.
week. I apparently misunderstood it a little bit.
Yeah. So
I'm not entirely sure that Trinidad James was actually trolling us.
no, I think that he was just internet stalking us. I think that
That he knows about our likes and dislikes, our beliefs, our disbeliefs.
exactly. So I think that he was just internet stalking us because he's obsessed with us, and who can
isn't?
blame him, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know. Do you know who Michael Rapaport is?
I don't, and that's part of my problem with this story.
Oh, okay. Well, he was kind of famous in like the late 80s, early 90s. He was in like a lot of hip hop movies. Funny guy. I think he's an actor comedian. I don't think he's just a straight comedian. So he's recently gotten a lot of like kind of low key fame because he follows the Housewives. He's a big Housewives fan.
Yeah.
And so he's all over the Housewives commentary, and that's kind of what. And he's also on a TV show right now, actually. And I am remiss. I don't know what it's called, but he does have a gig, is what I'm trying to say. He's a working actor, too.
Yeah, but I do kind of still feel like he is accused. Who's he accused of trolling, or who did he troll?
So basically, he has been on the interwebs trolling people, and so the first person he trolled, if we could put up the picture, was Ariana Grande.
This picture of Ariana Grande, I mean, she's adorable. This little girl, she is freaking angelic. Look at, and she makes the money. She does the stuff. She's a boss bitch. She makes the songs. She writes.
You just like her because she does peace signs.
She sings the bops. She does all the stuff. Look
Peace
at her.
signs.
She's adorable.
No, I agree.
I do love the peace signs. I mean, it does help. It endears her a little bit more to me, but she looks freaking adorable. Who wants to troll her?
Right. So this is an example for you of what trolling
Yes,
is.
yeah.
So this is what Michael Rapaport said on the interwebs. Ariana Grande is 27, acts 12. You take off those boots she hides her legs in, the cat eye makeup and the genie ponytail, and I think there's a hotter woman working at the counter at Starbucks. No disrespect to Starbucks.
Ooh. I just want, that's
Brutal.
brutal.
That's trolling.
That's why I'm like, who is this Michael Rapp? That is
Yeah.
actually my critique of his trolling is like,
Yeah.
who even are you?
He's just trying to be, he's just trying to get relevant.
Who even are you?
Yeah, because it's really succeeded. He says funny shit about the housewives. His commentary, people like it, ha ha ha. And so that's what he's trying to do here. It is creepy to me that he's 48 years old and commenting on her.
She's in her 20s.
You know what, Michael Rapaport, we don't give a fuck about what you think about what any damn woman looks like.
That's right. Also, and you stick
Yeah.
with the housewives because they're more your age. I mean,
Right.
they're a little closer, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, leave the kitties in the kiddie pool.
Yeah, so then Kim Kardashian, Kim K. Well, actually, there's one more creepy thing about this Ariana Grande thing. She's
Yeah.
got a legion of fans, and you know how Beyonce has the beehive?
Yeah.
Hers are like called the Arianators, and I just think that sounds a little
that's-
bit Aryan.
That's unfortunate. That sounds racist as fuck. That's a bad. Somebody. I mean, she's so cute. I know you can come up with a million better ideas. I mean, right now I can think of a better one, like the grandstanders, like the.
Yeah. Well, that actually reminds me of one thing that my sweet old husband is so cute. He just turned 40 Thrive, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And he calls her, well, he doesn't call her. He doesn't actually call her. But like I was talking to him about this and he referred to her as Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande. She's like, or like she's always wearing the kitten ears. You could just call her like cutie kitty cat or something. I mean, I don't care anything other than like Arianators. That is like
Arianators.
Like very
So
bad.
creepy.
Very bad.
So Kim K, our dear thirsty friend Kim K, you know, as we're pretty accustomed to, she also posted a photo. I couldn't find this one,
Yeah.
but she posted a photo on her Twitter in a pink sequin bikini, and she's, you know, posing with her ass out and yada yada.
Back arched, ass maximized.
Yeah, and her comment on it was, "I need a spray tan."
I love it. I love whatever. I'm here for it. Just keep printing out the money, Kim. Whatever. It's awesome.
So Rapaport replies, "You hate yourself."
Brutal. Who even are you? Who even are you, Michael Rapaport? You hate yourself.
I have to say that one I liked. However, I don't think Kim K hates herself.
No,
But it was pretty funny.
That's right. Kim K doesn't hate herself because we talked about this a couple weeks ago. She's not fucking anybody. She's not moving anywhere. She's doing what the fuck she wants. And if she wants to like post a picture of a selfie in a little pink bikini and say she needs a spray tan, then she fucking did it.
You know, she knows what the fuck she's doing when she posts that photo too.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. This has gone beyond the I enjoy getting likes.
Yeah.
Like this is her game.
Yeah. Also,
this
I feel
is her
like
money.
Kim, if you need us to sell anything for you, you've seen that we're natural sales pitches.
She does not need us to sell
Natural
anything.
sales pitches. That's like perfect pitch. Natural sales pitches. That I'll just like keep working on that one. There's something there.
It doesn't matter because she doesn't need us to sell anything. Kylie certainly doesn't need us to sell anything. She's doing pretty well.
A lip kit. But our lips look so good.
This is not the Kylie lip kit.
This is not the Kylie lip kit. Mine's MAC. Are you MAC? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's MAC.
It's MAC.
Studded kiss.
Speaking of Kylie and Kim and Jay-Z and Diddy, I was thinking about this today because Jeff and I were talking about somebody named Lil Casper. And Jeff was like, is that a rapper? Or is that a ghost? Like, I don't
I'm
understand.
tired of the littles. Stop with Little in front of your name.
I was just going to ask you, if you had a rapper name, would you put a Lil in front of it? You don't like the Lils?
I'm just done with it. I'm just done. I'm over it.
I love it.
I get it. You're little.
I'm here for it. I like it.
I am about to nickname my dog Lil Xan
Lil Xan.
because he could use a Lil Xan. But aside from that, yeah, I mean, come on, stop being Lil.
I like Lil. I think it's like a cutie thing. Although I will say, like, in a more like patriarchy, you know, smash the patriarchy context. Like, I hate the idea of minimizing the self, of like making ourselves smaller by
Yeah.
adding a Lil in front of it. But I think that's overthinking it.
Yeah, well, especially for rappers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's what it's about.
I just
I
feel
don't
like
think they're worried about that. I don't think that they feel like they're being like, you know,
maybe
like
No.
nobody puts baby in a corner. Like, I don't think that has come out
In light
of
of
a
your-
Southern rapper's mouth.
in light of your paranormal experience in South Carolina, I want you to be Lil Ghost. Little ghost.
Little ghost.
Little ghost. It rolls off the tongue. It's cute, right?
That's cute.
I agree.
Yeah.
Little ghost. Well, we'll work on that one for you. I mean, the other thing, I would either do a Lil or I would do a single name. Which I think that's probably like the only two choices.
I've never thought about what my rap name would be.
I think about it occasionally. But only because like I really always wanted to be famous. So I think about it in terms of like my stage name as opposed to like
I would be like Lil Big something. Like I would need something like
that just made me think of Lil Big Shots, which is a kid talent show hosted by Steve Harvey.
Or like I'd be like Lil Big Gulp.
Lil Big Gulp.
That's my rapper name.
What about I was gonna say this, but it sounds like diarrhea. Lil Big Runs. But sorry, that's not gonna work.
I don't know. It could work. I mean,
No.
if Lil Xan works, Lil Big Runs could work.
What about
like Lil Big Pun?
I like Lil Big Dog. Lil Big Dog. Because you got a dog.
That works.
Little Big Dog. Okay, little Ghost and Little Big Dog.
Can I be the Little Big Arianator?
No, Little Big Cutie Kitty Cat is better than the Big Arianator.
So weird.
So weird. This is kind of consistent with this conversation, so I'm going to throw it in there. This week, Michelle Obama has been everywhere promoting her book, which everyone is obsessed with, loving. She recently did an interview with Sarah Jessica Parker, who has her own line of shoes, and I don't know why that is. It's important because I do know
she
why.
She needs to sell books.
I do know why
That's why it's important.
Because she showed up to the interview or the event with Sarah Jessica Parker and she was wearing a $4,000 thigh-high Balenciaga gold sparkle boots.
God.
Now, I'm obsessed with it. I'm here for it. And I just feel like Flotus's game, her fashion, the office was holding her back. I'm glad.
She's like a mid-40s mother. I mean,
I just love it. I feel like now that she and Barack are out of office, they are just really getting their fashion on hard, and I'm here for it. I mean, he looks sexy as hell. She looks amazing. I just feel like
her man sexy.
You don't think so?
That's her man. Looking out for the married women.
He looks fly. Anyway,
yeah, I don't know. I haven't actually seen him, but. Yeah,
I think they both look fly. I'm just saying. I feel like politics was really like
those
in.
boots are for drag queens, like straight up. That is not for a 42-year-old mother status post White House.
I like it.
She's trying too hard. Stop trying so hard, Michelle Obama. Just be you. We know who you are. You're good enough. You're good enough.
You're good enough. I love it, but I understand that you don't like it. It's okay. We don't have to.
Know. She can do it. I mean, she can do what she wants.
She can literally do what she wants.
But I will not be wearing thigh-high Balenciaga boots to try to hawk a book. I will be wearing them to strip. That's what I'll be wearing them
And the
for.
good news is we can disagree about it a little bit, and our dick necklaces still fit back together.
Yes. I will not hold it against you.
I love it.
And you know what? If you want to wear those boots, anywhere, girl, anywhere, I got your back.
Well, good. I'm gonna have a book to shill here pretty soon, so
yeah,
that'll be great.
I lost my dick charm.
I know. Mine fell apart a little bit too, but I think it's because I was so excited about it, I didn't take the time to properly secure it.
Oh, right. Me too. I found it.
Good.
Yes.
And I actually I put the necklace out around my my headset cord too.
Oh.
So I was too excited. Okay, we're ready. We're going to move into our main segment. We have a listener question this week. It's so amazing. It's such a good one.
It is.
Thank you for sending us a listener question. We'll send you some dick acromont, maybe.
We're never going to listener questions again. Thank you. We're sending you dicks.
We won't send you dicks, but we're super happy that you sent it.
Dicks.
Thank you so much. Sandy's going to give us the setup. This is a very involved question.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, lay it on us.
All right. Hey, babes. I like being called babes.
I know. I love it.
I've been listening to the show for a while, and it's been so fun to hear your evolution as podcasters. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have been evolving. That's for sure.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm straight up telling people do not listen to episodes 1, 2, or 3. And your life experience as badass women. Mm-hmm. I'm writing because I need some help with a long-time friendship.
Yeah.
This may be a little long to set up. This woman and I have been friends for 10 years. Well, we don't have to hear about all 10 years. Mm-hmm. I've changed some names. Okay, she's changed names.
Yeah.
Jenny and I met at work many years ago. We butted heads at first, but eventually became close friends. I had a similar experience.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. That restaurant job was where I learned the definition of work hard, play hard. It was a restaurant run by active addicts.
Isn't that interesting that work hard, play hard? I actually have a bit about this in my book because it's like work hard, play hard is what everyone uses to just justify like drinking all the drinks, fucking all the guys, doing all the whatever, as long as you like meet your metrics.
I'm
like,
asleep when I die.
I'm so glad I don't live like that anymore. Fuck.
Asleep when I die.
Get out of here. Amazing.
Sorry.
It's amazing. Okay.
right.
Sidebar.
So this restaurant run by active addicts. During that time, we also worked with a woman named Karen. Karen was our boss. She and I were work friends, but I never trusted her. Mm-hmm. She once blamed me for shit she did and then thanked me for not calling her out for it.
Ooh, shady. Has anyone ever done that to you?
No.
I don't think anyone's ever done that to me. I'm like, I mean, I have worked with shady people, whatever, but I don't think anyone's ever done that to me.
Yeah, I mean, have you met me?
I was going to say,
nobody would do that shit to me.
I feel like I'd be more likely to have someone blame me for some shit, but never to come back to me and be like, "Oh, thanks for," like I have definitely
Thanks
been
for going down.
Yeah, I've like definitely been blamed for
cash.
shit I didn't do, but nobody ever had the balls to come back to me and say like, "Oh, by the way, thanks
for not calling me out on it. You no spine piece of shit. Thank you. Thank
brutal."
you.
Yeah.
I got more for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We all partied together a lot. Jenny and I were very close. I was in Jenny's wedding party. We knew each other's families.
Yeah, that's close.
My drinking also really took off during these years. Basically, she saw me jump in the deep end and watch from a distance as I blew my life up.
Kaboom.
I relate so hard to this whole paragraph.
Yeah.
I get sober. Me too.
Yay.
She seems happy for me.
The world's a better place with both of you in it as sober women.
Right.
True. It's true.
We seem to remain close, even though it's hard for me to find our groove as friends. One time while we were hanging out, she tells me that Karen got caught red-handed stealing, and an old girl wasn't around to blame it on.
Couldn't get it pinned on her.
Yeah.
Fall girl's not there.
Yeah, so she got caught stealing from her job and was fired. She mentions that when we all worked together, Karen always had a ton of cash to pay for remodeling her house.
I don't know any restaurant worker that ever remodeled their house.
Right, and I don't know anyone who can steal enough from a restaurant to be able to afford to
that's
remodel their house. I'm like,
You gotta be on the long con on that. You gotta be like,
I mean, are you talking about she just put up a new fancy shower head? Is that really what's going on?
well, it could be.
Jenny implies and influences me to believe that Karen was stealing tips from us when we all worked together. A few years go by. That's hearsay.
The legal authorities in the house. Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. A few years go by. I hear from Karen once or twice, but she's moved away. And to me,
she's a bitch.
She's a bitch for that shit about blaming shit on her and
Yeah,
saying
and then-
thank you.
yeah.
Like the stealing stuff is all who knows who knows.
Yeah. But I mean, we know some concrete
Yeah.
shit, which is that she's a bitch about like throwing her under the bus and then saying like we're going over to shake her
right.
hand.
So good instincts on never trusting her. Yeah. So she moves away, and there seems to be no reason to address the issue.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Slowly,
You would just be like, bye.
Right, like deuces,
Bye.
bitch. Slowly, I simply stop returning Karen's calls and texts. See, this is what I don't understand.
Yeah.
Slowly, I stop returning calls and texts. Slowly?
Well,
No.
what do you, I'm confused as to why you're indignant about this.
No, because this is what people do.
Okay.
And I see it more with men. Like, dude fucked me over. I'm mad. I'm sad. And he texts and I respond.
Oh.
Like, what the fuck is that? You don't respond.
Yeah,
You're
but
so,
that's the thing.
You're
It takes
so
some
mad,
time.
but you respond. No,
Yeah.
it's because for whatever reason we feel compelled
Yeah.
to maintain. This is what we're going to get to.
Yeah.
For whatever reason we feel compelled to maintain.
I agree.
This relationship.
I agree, but I will say, just kind of to preface all of this, that, I had to grow up and learn that it was okay to just be like, no, I'm mad at you. I'm not returning these text messages. Because I spent time doing stuff like that too, right? I mean, I feel like we all have.
I don't know that I have.
Maybe you haven't.
If this Karen pulled that shit to me in a restaurant,
Yeah.
I don't care what time in my life, I would never probably respond to another call or text.
That
from
is
her.
so interesting. That it would not be my experience.
No, she lost her chance at Sandy.
Yes. God, I love you so much. I need you in my corner all the damn time.
I will be happy to be there.
Because we got these necklaces.
Yeah.
Same brain.
Okay. Shortly thereafter, Jenny and Karen talk. Oh shit! This shit's about to go down.
Yeah,
they're talking.
Oh God. Oh.
Jenny tells Karen everything I've said, then tells me that she told her everything I said. I just love the honesty.
Everyone is just like fucking unloading over here. I just said that looking at a whole table of dicks and I can't even help myself.
I'm laughing so loud. Jenny said, I told her that that was how we felt, that we believed it. In response, I asked, how did you and she leave things? She said, oh, great. We went to see so-and-so's baby. It was a nice day. And poor writer of this letter was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh, she did. She said that. So she said, so she is all good with Karen. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Now I know that I am responsible for what comes out of my mouth. And from what I can tell and what Jenny shared with Karen are things I, in fact, said.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you're owning it.
Yeah.
Well, it's grown up. But none of it was information I felt needed to say to Karen directly because it's simply not worth it.
Yeah.
The money is long gone. No need to cause drama. And you don't even know if she stole the money.
Yeah.
We could have just peacefully drifted away from each other. I asked Jenny to set aside some time for her and I to talk. She bailed last minute. Then I went to California for a while, and now she's in South America for a while. Yesterday she called just to tell me that she missed me and she's been thinking about me. The last time she was there, I was there also. Me and this woman have been through it together, but she is not proving to be capable of being the type of friend I want in my life. All right, here's the questions. Sorry, I got short of breath. 1, do I address these issues with her directly with the hope of her correcting her behavior?
Okay, let's start with the first question, yeah? Or should we read all the questions? Because it's like a 4-parter.
We could do it. We want to do it that way?
Yeah, let's start with the first question.
Okay.
Do I address it with her directly in hopes of her correcting her behavior? I want to say something about friendships as we mature into grown-ass women and we learn lessons and we figure out like what works for us and what is worthy of friendship and what's an acquaintance, what's a friend, what's going on. And I just think there is a reciprocal nature to true friendship. So, it's like if you're always cleaning up someone's bullshit or whatever, then like you guys aren't really friends, right? Because you're just always taking care of them or always cleaning up their shit or whatever. But it does sound like she has a long history with this woman. So I do feel like there is an opportunity to get together with her and to say like, I'm disappointed that you decided to tell Karen all that shit that I said. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Right. But I think you and I agree on this. But I think if only just to get it off your chest that you were honest with your friend about how it made you feel.
Right.
Not in any hopes of your friend going like, oh, well, I'll never do that again. It's like you got some new information about how your friend acts. So now you can do whatever you want with that new information. Like, that she tells other people what you say about them. So now you get to go, okay, well, I'm not going to, you get to adjust your behavior accordingly.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I would think.
Yeah. So basically it's like, do I address these issues with her directly with the hope of her correcting her behavior? The answer is like no, because not with the hope. If your intention of addressing her directly is the hope of correcting her behavior, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Because it's not your job to correct her behavior.
Right.
It's her job. And so how we learn and how our behavior changes is when usually, when we mess up and we hurt people and then we go, oh shit, that was like really fucking painful.
Yeah.
That I didn't like how that felt. I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing about gossip, right?
Yeah.
Is it hurts people. And this is just a prime example. That was gossip. She was gossiping, no matter how pretty she sugarcoats it.
Yeah.
It was not Jenny's place to bring the author of this letter into the conversation. If she had something to say about what she thought Karen was doing, she could have just spoke on her experience. So
I agree.
It wasn't her place. And at the same time, the author, she took responsibility. She knew that, like we all know if we say something like that, it can get out there. And I'm not like against, we do have to vent to friends about stuff that's hurting us, that's going on in our friendships. Yeah. But you better be real careful with who you vent to.
Yeah.
And you better cover your fucking ass and say, I really care about this person. I don't want to harm them. And if what I'm saying gets back to them, it would harm them. Please do not tell them. I'm saying this because I'm processing with you.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that this conversation we're having right now just made me think of is like one of the reasons that you and I have a great friendship is not that like we never do stuff that hurts each other's feelings or that we never step on one another's toes. It's that for the most part, I am like a codependent lunatic. So it takes me some time to like be willing to come to you with stuff. But you have been brave enough to come to me to say like, oh, you hurt my feelings or this didn't go right or, whatever. And that has made me feel comfortable enough to, come to you and say like, oh, this, I don't feel good about this, or I did this wrong, or, you know, like I feel like I did this wrong. And so it's like, we got to be better friends because we surfaced and confronted one another about stuff that hurt our feelings, instead of the other thing, which was going to be my other suggestion, which shows you kind of like where I come from, was like, well, she showed you her true colors, and if you really don't want to be friends with her, then like there's no point in confronting her about this.
Right.
You know, I mean, that is the other thing.
Both of those answers are the right answers.
Right.
It depends on like,
really what she wants.
Right. How valuable the friendship is. Based on this letter we received, if the only transgression is this gossiping, and they really are friends that go back 10
and they've
years.
been in each other's wedding.
Right. And the friendship is something that is worth saving, then the conversation does have to happen.
I completely agree.
But not with the intention of changing her behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for crystallizing that. That's very clear instruction.
Yeah. But like I have a lot of people, because you know I only like 3 people. And I think last week you called me out is really 2. There's a lot of people that I don't need to waste that energy on. Like, all I have to do is see it and be like, you know, I don't actually value this friendship this much. You aren't actually like, you know, that close to me. So I don't need to go through that work. I don't want to invest in this way with certain people.
I agree. And I think like that is really, when it comes down to it, it's like, you know, if it's someone that you don't really want to be friends with anymore anyway, why would you take the time to go sit down with them face to face and say, I don't want to be friends with you because you fucked me over this way. Yeah. You know, I'd rather just say like, you know, I mean, I'd rather just like stop responding or just send like, you know, say like maybe we're outgrowing one another. But like, it's like the same thing with, sometimes I feel like you can break up this way too, right? With like an actual or romantic partner, if you haven't been dating for like that long, like just send a text that says like, things have changed for me. I've changed my mind. Blah, blah, blah. There's no point in like going to a coffee shop to break up with a guy you've been dating for 3 weeks or whatever, because he's just going to try to convince you to not break up with him. You know what I mean? I digress.
Yeah, well,
the point is,
you didn't like the second question was, do I cut ties with intention? Like you did this, now we're done. And I think you're kind of answering that, right? Yeah. It's like, why? Like if you want to cut ties, if you made a decision to end this friendship, you know, because of this, or maybe because there's more history, or maybe because, you know, like I said, I really relate to this experience. And what it actually turned out to be was we were never friends. Yeah, like we called each other. She got me a best friend necklace. She did. And it was really pretty. It wasn't a dick. How
could it have been pretty then?
So we were drinking buddies is what we were. And we held up bar stools together and gossiped. Yeah. And when I changed, and this is, I think, what's important about friendship. Yeah. And when it comes time to cut ties, is sometimes we just outgrow people. Right. And when I changed, our friendship became really awkward. And I tried to hang on. At first I tried to go out drinking with him, but I just wouldn't drink. And then we tried to hang out in other ways. And it's
like showers, I remember.
I fought really hard to maintain this friendship because I wanted to like hold on to my friends, because it's really important. You hold on to your friends. These are the people who are there for you. And like this person even told me like, I've done so much for you, Sandy. And I was like, oh, you have? Oh, I need to hold on to you. But then when I had some time and distance, I'm like, well, actually, she never was a friend. She actually didn't do anything. I was like, what did she do for me? I still can't figure. She's going to need to tell me if she, like, I don't know what you did for me.
Sandy's like, could you please submit your list?
What it was in hindsight, I realized that we never really were friends. And I had changed so much and outgrown her so much that there was really nothing worth hanging on to.
That is such a critical piece to this puzzle. I think like that, you know, especially for people who are alcoholics or drinking, you know, who are alcoholics and get sober, there is such a tremendous change that some of the people from the old life can't make it and just can't come with you to the new life.
No matter how hard we try to will it to be.
And in that case, it's like, okay, and then in that case, I think it's like, just be gentle and kind with how you move through breaking up with this friend, if that's what you're going to do. But all of this is really predicated on the letter writer, the question writer sitting down and going like, how valuable is this friendship to me? Are we really friends? Is this a reciprocal relationship, or am I always giving and she's always taking? And like, is it worth my time? Is there value to sitting down and like both of us surfacing about like how painful this particular experience was? Yeah.
Well, there's a couple things that come to mind that like old people like to say. One of them is some people in your life for a reason and some people are in your life for a season. Oh, and that is really, really true. Yeah, that's a good one. this could be somebody who's just in your life for a season. But the thing about that, like, we know what that means. But the thing about that people don't fucking get, that they need to fucking get, is you don't get to decide.
Yeah.
I don't get to decide who's in my life for a reason and who's in my life for a season. Like, that shit shakes itself out.
Yeah.
I just got to be true to me and my friendship with you, and then I'll find out.
Yeah. That's great advice.
And that's the truth about that. And I can't remember what the other old person saying is about friendships right now, but it might come up later.
It will come to you. What's the next piece of the question?
Well, so she said, do I cut ties with intention like you did this? Now we're done. And I think we basically said no.
We've covered that.
Was it no?
Yeah. I think it was you have to decide if she's going to grow with you or not.
Right.
If you've outgrown or not.
Yeah.
That's really the answer.
But if I think the reason I'm saying no is because if you do want to not be her friend anymore, I don't think you need to sit her down and tell her what an asshole she is.
I agree. Yes. I'm glad you clarified. Yeah.
I don't think that's
You can
necessary.
kind of just let it fade away.
You can let it fade away.
Yeah. Slowly.
Do I simply stop? So this is This is what the kids call ghosting.
Yeah.
Do I simply stop hanging out with her but continue to be available to support her?
I don't think that's possible. You can't do both.
That's hella codependent.
Yeah.
No.
So you can't do both.
No.
So if you want to stop hanging out with her, just kind of stop. You can stop you can stop responding to her texts. You can stop responding to her calls. Like, it's not your job to take care of her. She's going to have to find some other friends. Like, you don't need to keep showing up for her.
Yeah.
If she can't show up for you.
Yeah, but like, what does happen in friendships, and this may be what she means, is like, so I may drift apart with a friend, and then like some 2 years pass and some tragedy strikes her. And I'm probably going to pick up the phone and say, are you okay? And if this person calls me and needs my help, I'm going to show up.
Yeah.
Yes. We've got 10-year history.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to show up if it gets dirty and you need me. But if it's still like toxic shit, like, deuces. No.
Yeah.
And that's only you can decide.
Yes.
And what has been your experience with old friends remaining in your life post sobriety? How do you tell if they really got your back?
Well, I don't know. I mean, this one example, I feel like she
Game
does.
show. You put them on an obstacle course and you're like, I'm here, you're there. You better fight for me, bitch.
I think that in this case, like, she threw her under the bus, right? I mean, she was, instead of just, because the girlfriend Jenny had some shit to say to Karen, and instead of saying, hey, Karen, I know you were doing this, she said, well, me and so-and-so think you're doing this, right? So I kind of think that she threw her under the bus.
Well,
but like I said,
did.
this could just be a one-time thing, right? In which case it's like, yeah, but I tend to feel like, zebras don't change their stripes.
Right. So I have to couch this a little bit.
Yeah. Lay it on us.
She did throw her under the bus.
Yeah.
But people do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
And it's really, I think I can have compassion for Jenny because it's really grown to not do it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, gossip, it takes like a lot of maturity to not be a gossip anymore.
And we happen to live in a world where we're around a lot of people who don't do it. We forget how common it is.
And if I'm talking to Karen and saying this really hard shit, it's a lot easier to say when I'm like, and my friend feels that way too.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier. So I do have compassion for what she did, and I understand why she did it. And I don't think that her intentions were to hurt Jenny.
Right.
And I think that is really important because we also need to give our friends a lot of grace, right?
Yeah.
If we are friends, if we're truly friends,
That's
we need
true.
to give them some space and some grace.
Yeah.
And so while, it hurt Jenny, and Jenny has every, or not Jenny, it hurt our author, and she has every right to let this person know if they're going to remain friends. It's also like, you didn't kill my cat.
That's true. This is
and the
kind
author,
of a low-level offense.
The author said the shit she said.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to say some shit, and I'm not going to cover my ass with, trust me, I would love to tell her all this stuff, but I'm giving it to her in small doses because I don't want to hurt her, so please don't tell her.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to need to be prepared for you to find out what I'm saying about you.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't gossip anymore, right? Because
I can't.
That's fucking hard.
Oh my God, the anxiety. It gives me a stomach ache.
Yeah.
And I have to shit when I have a stomach ache like that.
So that's why I only like 2 people.
Yeah.
2 people. 2 fucking people. Makes it a lot fucking easier.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think, of course, like the gal that wrote us this letter is going to have to think about the value of this friendship. But then, I mean, if I were to think about it, and this is really the only transgression, I think it would really warrant a conversation to sit down and just say, hey, I love you. We've been through a lot of stuff together, but this really hurt my feelings. And it really affected the way that I can trust you. And I just, I made some mistakes and you made some mistakes, but I just need to clear the air. Probably like I always encourage the simplest form of the truth. Like don't try to over explain it. Just like get it really crystal clear what it is that you want to say about how your feelings were hurt and what you need in order to move forward.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's the other thing. It's hard to have that conversation and know, to be on Jenny's side of it and know like, oh, I hurt my friend. And then I'm like, I go into a panic. Like, how do I fix this? What do I need to do? How many bouquets of flowers should I send? Whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you can crystallize what it is that she did in a real simple way, how it hurt you, and what you need in order for your friendship to move forward, like that, I think is really a good formula for sitting down and having the conversation. And from the sound of the letter, I mean, it sounds like she made a mistake. And if they really do have like a really long history, then I think it's worth having the conversation.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the best advice of how to handle this dynamic and this question. Just from a personal growth standpoint, I want to ask the author, why does this bother you so much that Karen found out that you thought this about her?
Right. That's a good, that's like a good kicker question.
Yeah, because like I know that like we talked about this on our confidence issue.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, maybe do you owe Karen some type of amend, because we don't know that Karen stole the fucking money.
Right.
And if Karen's just like this garbage person who's running around and everybody thinks so, then this is not the first time this shit has gotten back to her.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. So like there's a lot of like, I guess if it were me, why do I care that Karen heard that I said this about her? Like,
God, that's
why do I care so much that I'm talking about ending this friendship?
Yeah.
And I think that there's like some ego stuff in there, and I think there's a lot of fear stuff in there, and I think that there's some work there too.
Yeah, that's a really great piece of advice to add on, to kind of tack on at the end as like bonus extra point homework or something, to take also to not only figure out how you feel about Jenny and figure out a conversation to have with her if you think it's worth it, but then also to have a look at yourself, like, why is this really under my why did this bubble up so much?
Yeah.
Damn.
We have tools for that.
Killing it. Slaying the game. We fixed someone's life tonight. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels good.
It feels good. I love it. I love it. And you know what? The beautiful thing is we are just finishing up with our time. Like, our podcast is coming to an end.
Way.
Yes, it's 59 minutes.
So much time on dicks tonight.
I know. We did. We talked a lot about dicks tonight. It was an amazing show.
This was the dick episode.
This was the dick episode.
It was overdue.
The dick-isode? I think that's what we'll call it.
Can we just call it all dick everything?
All dick everything. I love it. So we are signing off from Portland. We're sending a lot of love, light, and gold to all of our listeners this holiday season and all the time. And don't forget to
stay vigilant.